Because I think people don't realize how to go deeper, you hear me? So you gotta be able to think like if we out in a race to try to make money, then that mean everybody just sneaking each other out in the end. So if it's all about the clothes, the money and this and that, sometimes you gotta disattach yourself from the real world. You gotta disattach yourself from all that and realize like sometimes some things ain't just for you. Maybe ain't meant for you to have the designer shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Everything coming with time, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like that. Because 10 years ago you might wasn't ready for $30,000. You'd have just blowed it on a bitch a car, some stupid shit probably, right? But 10 years later, now you really actually ready for $30,000 because you know how to like manage it, you know what to do, you know how to, yeah. So that's why a lot of things don't happen because is you even ready to manage $1 million? What's your plan as soon as you get that $1 million? A lot of niggas' plans is to get the $1 million and go get a bitch and do this and do that and do this and do that. But what's your real plans behind getting this $1 million? You feel what I'm saying? Is you gonna invest? Is you gonna save your money? Is you gonna spend it slow? How you gonna get your people money? You gonna get them 20,000 a piece, or you gonna get them 2,000 a piece? How is you gonna spend your money? You know what I'm saying? You ain't even figured out what you gonna do. You just went all in. Some men weak for women, but I'm no longer weak no more. I no longer lust behind women, no matter other caliber. I'm satisfied with what I have. And there's only two women that I will entertain if it was to come. And that's only because I went to high school with them. But other than that, I don't see myself entertaining anything future or past. Like, far as like, if it wasn't from high school, I don't see myself entertaining that. I see myself in a higher bracket too. I'm in a whole different space. I'm more like an introvert. I'm not external, so I can't say you know, but internally, I will let you know me because everybody been there before. It's just you don't know who you been, and that's what you gotta find because wisdom come from within. So you don't just steal this wisdom. It's just like you had a life before. You died, came back to life, reborn again, and you was reborn into this person. But it was a you before, maybe like from the 1800s and 1700s, maybe like depends on like how you feel, you know, because you just never know how what happens in this life. Maybe your spirit transferred to another body and you just start all over again. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, it's like, who are you? You sit and you ask yourself that, like, so what's meant is meant. Like, if you don't have certain things around you and you at a certain age, like I said, if you 18 to 25, try to get some things down pat because if you don't have things down pat by 25, you pretty much just like leftovers. You don't want to be leftovers. So what I mean by leftovers, like you just damaged goods, like you ain't really, you just you basically like somebody who trying to make it through the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you had a couple relationships, but you ain't got no kids. You ain't really been with one stable woman. If you're a woman, one stable man, you've been in promiscuous relationships. You just been doing, crazy things, not really being yourself. You know, because you ain't looking deep into the mirror. You too busy trying to be like everybody else when you really not everybody else. You going through the filters to prove that you this, but you really ain't that deep down inside. Some people is really that. Some people is really ready to die. Is you really ready to die? Is you really ready to go do them 20, 30 years that you proclaiming? Because you trying to be external, trying to show out instead of being more closed in. You know, see what you'll get from me if you was to ever meet me. You'll think I'm quiet because I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna cahoose with you if I don't know you. But if you know me, you know it's all good. I'm probably one of the realest people you gonna meet But my thing is, I'm getting on here to just tell y'all, like, just think about being more internal instead of external. So more of an introvert instead of, you know, ex, 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 more been external. External, when I say external, I mean like, far as you hear me, like, just just being out doing what everybody else doing. Like one thing, when I was in the streets and I was doing my thing, whatever I was doing, I was getting money. I was more into making money. I wasn't worrying about shooting guns or this and that, you know. But being in the streets, you so happen to see when you know how they say you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. So it's like, yeah, when you get so much older in the streets, it's either you're gonna become that villain or you're gonna die a hero early. And then, and that's just it. Cause when you really out there and you really got your hands on the people, cause people gonna hate on you. That's how you know you're doing something right. You heard me? But at the same time, if you ain't had no haters, then how would you ever know if you're doing something right? It's not that they hate you. It's just that they want to be in your position, but they don't got the flavor to bust it open like you do. You know what I'm saying? It's like the rock game. You know what I'm saying? The fiend don't want to take the rocks out your hand, but she'll take it out my hand because she said when it come out my hand, and she get more higher. So it's a mind thing. It's a perception. Man, you can have the same shit, but out my hand is more better. And some people don't like that. Like how you just like his shit. It's because you ain't found your niche. You ain't found your niche. Your grind. Your career, your future. Maybe that's not be your future. That's probably why they don't like it out your hand. You get what I'm saying? So maybe that's not your hand if it ain't the one that's dealt to you. Because what's dealt to you is gonna happen. And not every bad thing is a dealt. Not everything is meant to happen. And all bad things not meant to happen. Yahoo ain't put us here for that. Yahoo better put us here to love and to understand each other so we can understand who Yahoo is, have more love in our heart, and have more care. But somewhere down the line, our ancestors got tricked into believing in, you know, this sad human race about, you know, some words I can't say, things that y'all may pray to, but I no longer say those things because that's evil things. So the only thing I praise is Yahoo and Yahusha. And if you understand, you understand where I'm coming from because I'm not here to just talk you around in circles. I'm here to take you up the block. We trying to go smooth in the coupe. We ain't trying to hit the bumps. Cause you hit the bumps too fast, boom, the car might stop. So you gotta take a smooth ride, cause the streets be a little tricky. So you gotta know how to turn, know how to go, know how to stop, but always be on brakes because you never know. You don't just won't be on go cause you don't know what's ahead of you. You heard me? So you smooth rider, you just cruising. And that's all this life about, man. That's just we trying to cruise through this shit, you heard me? This ain't no motherfucking marathon. You feel me? This shit really about cruising because they say the marathon continue, but at some point the marathon gotta end. And it's just that simple. So let's just cruise, cause cruise, you can cruise forever. You know what I'm saying? So let's just continue to just, be great, be who we supposed to be.